I am Daniel by name. I am from Nigeria, a student, pharmacy student at the University of Tokyo. My countryman to watch. Well, centrally is always John Maker Obi of Chelsea. However, for me, I'm looking out for Emmanuel Emenike of Fenerbahce in Turkey. My country, Nigeria. I expect Nigeria to get to the semi-finals. Anything less than the semi-finals is going to be a kind of failure. As of Japan, I expect the Japanese team to do very well, considering they have young, talented players too. So I expect them at least. The semi is okay, but if they can go beyond the semi, that would be wonderful. The game I'm looking forward to the most is the Italy-England game, for many reasons. One is the fact that both Italy and England have well-developed leagues, the Premiership and Italian Serie A, and both sides are very close to each other. So I expect both teams to know each other in and out. So it's going to be a titanic clash, and I love to say it. Winning the World Cup. I expect the Brazilians to win. The Brazilian national team, popularly called the Samba Boys. I expect the Samba Boys to win the World Cup because they have their fans behind them in their own home soil. So I expect them to win the World Cup at home soil for the first time in World Cup history, at least to make it 6 times. But we're talking about upsetting the chances. I foresee the African teams causing some damage to the big boys. I foresee it.
Hi, my name is David Villagomez and I'm from Ecuador. I work at the Ecuadorian embassy, and it is a great pleasure for me to talk about my country's national team. My country's player to watch, mainly everybody is going to be focused on Antonio Valencia, who is playing for Manchester United, but he is not the only one. He is the most famous, yes, but there are several others who you have to watch. The one I'm especially rooting for is Ener Valencia. He is in no way related to Antonio Valencia, and Ener Valencia is right now playing in the Mexican League, where he's scoring really a lot of goals. So that's what I'm hoping he'll do with the national team. Wow, that's really a tough question. All groups are really difficult nowadays. Ecuador's gonna play first match against Switzerland. I'm really hoping they will win. If they manage to do that, second match is against Honduras, which shouldn't be that difficult. And if they do a good matches on those two, then the last one, which is against France, it wouldn't be that important. Still, if we get to win, that'd be fantastic. But also the way they do on the first round determines who they play against second round. So if they get to pass the first round, that would mean they on the second one they would probably meet Argentina, who would be going as first. So probably if that's the case, they wouldn't go any further. Not because they don't play well, but also because there's a lot of psychological factor involved. As far as Japan goes, I'm sure that they will do their best. They have a great coach. I know they are very organized. They have a great defense. They have some really good forward players. So I don't know, if they get past second round, that'd be really good. Of course, the one I really want to watch is Ecuador against France, because it's a big team, and also it's going to be played in Maracanã in Rio de Janeiro. But then after that, I basically wish I could watch the entire World Cup, but because of the timing of showing here in Japan, it's not going to be really easy. Winning the World Cup, well, for that, Brazil is a very good candidate because, of course, they're hosts and everything. But I don't know, they're not playing as well as they used to, and there's still a lot of other teams. Black horses, you still have the last Cup's winners, Spain. they're a great team. You have Argentina, who desperately want to get one on their hands. And then you have other non-so-famous, like Belgium, or, as I said before, all teams are really good.
I'm Eric from Mexico City. I'm 31 years old and I've been living here in Japan for 12 years. Well, there's a player known as El Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, a striker from Manchester United. You know, he's going to, well, close to become Mexico's top all-the-time goal scorer. But I would also say, like Oribe Peralta, he may be in a better moment than El Chicharito right now. And of course, I'm looking forward to see the other guys, Guardado, Giovanni Dos Santos, Carlos Peña, to see how much they can do for the team. Well, I expect both of them just get to the second stage. As for Mexico, like, you know, it was even such a struggle, even just for qualifying to the World Cup. The team is not really in a good time, and much of the people are not expecting too much. But you know, it's World Cup. Like, it's this event that makes us believe again in our country, in our team, in our people. So, as a wish, I wish, like, well, I hope Mexico wins the World Cup, or at least they go to the semifinals. It will be also the first time they get there. And as for Japan, you know, they have few players playing in big teams like Nagatomo, Honda, Kagawa. But you know, most of the other players, I mean, it will be a bit rude if I say this, but they're not kind of, you know, the world-class players. So the interesting thing here will be how much, like, Mr. Saccharone and his team, you know, cover this lack of individual power with team strategies. You know, they have a nice teamwork, so I hope they get to the best 8, so that maybe there will be chances for a Mexico against Japan match. Well, it's World Cup, I will be watching most of the games, but if I say about the first stage, especially will be the opening match first. All Mexico games, especially the second game against Brazil. Also looking forward to see Japan against Colombia. It will be a good one and a tough one for Japan. And well, from the second stage, I will be watching all the games. Even if your team doesn't qualify, then the second stage always is a good show. Well, it will be just awesome if Mexico is the surprise for everybody and is the dark horse of the competition. But maybe, you know, Colombia, you know, they have after a long time, again, a strong team, like since their golden age in the 90s with Valderrama and Higuita. And well, being more realistic, like from Europe, Germany, Portugal, and Spain have many chances of winning this cup. But actually, personally, I think that one of the South American countries in the competitions is going to win the World Cup because they have the home's continent advantage. Either Brazil, Argentina, or Uruguay. I think one of them is going to win it.